The following program is a paid advertisement for Bridgeland Auto Brokers and does not represent the views of this station.
That's a good match.
Good match, right? Like tank green and
your steampunk. Let's tell the folks at home what we're doing. They're probably waiting for the little bear to come out and sit up on his heels or something. No, folks, this is not a circus show.
This is a steampunk show.
This is steampunk, and we looked up steampunk. I've always taken a liking to steampunk, right? Steampunk's all the steam, and essentially what it does is it highlights, I don't know, if fictitious. It's cool. It's all about.
Takes Western and Victorian, kind of blends them together in the 19th century era, turn of the century.
Exactly.
And there's more to it. I thought it was something that was real back in the old days, but really it was something that was coined back in the 80s.
It was coined back in the 80s, and it's actually, what it does is it highlights technological advances with steam.
Yep.
Which I believe would be before electricity.
Correct.
So, basically
before gasoline.
Before gasoline.
Your locomotives and the old steam cars and steam operated machinery and so forth.
Yeah. That's right. So at one point, that was the pinnacle of technology, was steam. And this is where steampunk comes from. And it's just got an eclectic little style. I love it.
Fun.
I have fun with it. But either way, that's what we are. So if you're standing here wondering if I'm a circus performer, I'm not. Steampunk.
These are a little different out there, aren't they, in Bridgeport?
A little something different in the water here. Well, there's definitely something different behind us.
Tank
2016 Jeep Wrangler Sahara.
Two-door.
It's the two-door. That's the coolest part about this. You get how many times you get people, when you don't have these,
they come out
the phone rings off the hook. Everybody wants it. You got another two-door? Do you got another two-door? As soon as you buy 5 of them, the phone stops ringing. It's the weirdest thing in the world. That's
I don't want to know.
In our world, in our dealership world, I don't care where you're. And we've worked in stores. Every store, it's almost like people have this. It's crazy, but you'll have a car that'll sit on your lot for 180 days. You can't give the car away. As soon as you give it away, you get 5 people calling on the car. Every time it happens. No holds barred, you know what's going to happen, plan on it. Crazy, but I don't think this is going to make it to that point. 2016 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. When we talk about Sahara, that's the flagship for Jeep Wrangler.
Right.
That's their luxury end. Sahara's typically going to give you your nicer I believe
wheels.
18. Is that an 18-inch wheel?
I don't know.
Smoked wheels on this. This is going to have all your body colored painted fenders. So typically you're going to have that black, that plastic. These are all going to match. This particular one is called Tank,
right?
The color. We're talking about the color.
Gotcha. Okay.
Tank. So this emulates the color of Army tanks. Back
I was
in the
thinking,
60s.
like, looking at it when it first came in, I'm like, old school Willys Jeep color.
It is. Super cool color. Super cool Jeep. Only 34,000 miles. So take a 2016 with 34,000
Should
miles.
have 60.
It's roughly 5,000 miles a year.
Yep.
So I'd have to guess that if we look back at the Carfax, we look at some of the history, this is probably maybe a 1 owner, maybe a 2 owner. I'd have to look it up. Didn't do my homework on this one, but let's get in the price. Not only is it a 2-door, a hard top, it's got the Sunrider. So this comes off. This is like a sunroof. You pop that off. You don't have to take the whole top off to enjoy the benefits of a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
So you can pop your top off. You can take your doors off pretty easily too if you wanted. I probably wouldn't. I'd just take the top off, enjoy the little sunshine.
Pop your top off and enjoy the sunshine.
Starts to rain, put it back on nice and easily. Get the benefits of a Jeep, feel the part, look the part, and pay the part too. So low 30s price tag, $33,900 is gonna put this bad boy in your driveway.
At $515.
$515 a month. We were just saying, I'm looking at them going, God, these $500 payments. The new norm.
It's the new norm.
It is the new norm. That $200 car, and we joke about that. We say, for the last 15 years, I probably go further than that. For 15 years, How many people walk in the door of a dealership? Everybody wants $200 a month. For the last 15 years, that number's never changed, $200 a month. Everybody wants a $200 payment. That number's never changed in the last 15 years. Isn't that crazy? We still, to this day, probably take half a dozen phone calls a day for people looking for that car under $200 a month. Well, we got those too, believe it or not. So if you're looking for a car, maybe you want a $200, a $300 payment. Maybe you want to take something a little bit longer of a term. Maybe you want to put no cash down. Maybe you have negative equity in your trade. Maybe you want to keep it for 1 year and get back out of it. We're going to help you put you in a vehicle that's going to make that work.
We fit all the maybes.
Whatever boxes you need checked off, we're able to check those off. Between creative financing, creative buying, and a lot of options, you're not going to find a better house. Hit them with the website.
CleanCarsCheap.com, or give us a call at 315-633-7060, 7 days a week for your convenience.
Hey Jimmy, maybe they don't want this one. Maybe they're looking for something else. Well, with over a dozen Jeep Wranglers in stock, they're guaranteed to find what they're looking for. Take a look at some of the other options that we have for you right on our lot. We've got all the flavors with over 12 hand-selected Wranglers on hand and ready for a new driveway today. So, leave your brains at home, come on in, and let us do the rest. Again, 7 days a week, we'll see you at the store. Let's talk about acquisition, and acquisition means obtaining the vehicles. And although we're a retailer and we sell them to people like you, most of the work for us is done trying to get these vehicles to our lot to begin with. And there's a saying in the car business that your profit's made when you buy the car, and that's absolutely right. And a good purchase really does trickle down to the customer. Now, a lot of these online retailers, these large corporations, these publicly traded companies that you're seeing coming about, and you see the TV commercials nonstop, you can't miss them, right? Well, you might want to read the small print when working with some of those, because you are losing service after the sale. And that's something as a company that we're going to completely shift gears, and we're going to focus on that service even more, because these guys don't have it. They're not offering it. And this is where you get it. Not to say they're buying these cars by the hundreds from us. So when we're out there getting that great deal, well, they're buying them from us, and that must say something. So if you're looking for a vehicle, maybe you want to skip past that online retailer. Maybe you want to look locally and see what the benefits are to maybe having a phone number or somebody to call if you have a problem. And there's really something to be said about the human touch. There's something to be said about relationship. And I don't know about you, but in this town, I think that's an important piece of the puzzle. So you're going to get the relationship here that you're not going to get with some of these online companies. Don't be a number. Don't be part of somebody else's, bottom line. Here's a beautiful truck, 2017 Silverado, called Red Alert, right? Looking for red, here you go. We call this retail red. Now, one of the things you may not know on the other side of that screen is that red vehicles actually sell the fastest on a dealership lot.
Got some pop to them?
They do. We call it retail red, as a matter of fact. So that tells you something. But let's talk about the truck. 2017 Chevy Silverado. Now, this is the all-star package. We both spent our time in GM stores, so we're both very familiar with this package. Yep. This is an all-star package. So every truck that was built, it didn't make sense to not order it in an all-star. So if you worked in a GM store and you were ordering the brand new trucks to sell, you would have always wanted to order the all-star package. I want to say it was probably a $600 or a $700 package, but it gave you the 5.3 liter engine. It gave you the nicer wheels. And this goes one step further, because this is a custom. So this truck is not only an all-star package, but it's a custom too. So the custom gives you 20-inch factories.
20-inch factories.
Gives you what in the front?
Painted grills, the painted bumpers.
Monochromatic.
Yep.
So they call that monochromatic. So the color on the front end, the grill, the bumpers, everything's gonna match the truck. So it's not the typical chrome that you're gonna see. And it's definitely not the black that you're gonna see in those base model work trucks. So nice fully loaded truck, mileage in the 40s, price tag's even better.
$34,988, but here's the nice part about it.
Yep.
It's a lot of truck. This is one of those trucks that when you drive it down the road, it looks customized.
It does.
Factory customized. And how can you go around for $529 a month?
So the truck's got all the looks, but like you said, mid-30s. Where are you finding a truck in the mid-30s right now that doesn't have 60 or 70 or 80,000 miles?
Few and far between.
Mileage in the 40s is gonna put you in good shape 2 or 3 years from now. So if you're the driver that drives 12,000 miles a year, you're gonna put 36,000 miles, add it to the 45 that the truck has now. Now you're gonna have a truck with roughly 80,000 miles.
Yep.
What do you owe and what's the truck worth? And that's what really counts, because this will be the second half of your next truck deal. So this might be beautiful right now, maybe the dream truck that you have, but at some point it won't be. This will be the second half of that next dream trucks deal. So we want to position you properly. We want to put you in a situation where you have a good equity position. You're not walking in $4,000 or $5,000 upside down, being told that your payment's going to be $100 more than you anticipated. We don't want that. We want the repeat business. We want a good trade. We want to take this back in and resell it to somebody else. That's the name of the game, but
Looking into the future.
that's right. Well, if this is not the truck, we have several more. So let's take a quick look at a couple of the other trucks that we have in stock right now.
With over 60 GM trucks in stock, we pretty much can fit any bill. Between size, budget, and options, you'll be checking off all the boxes.
Well, those are some nice trucks.
Beautiful.
Yep. So warranty-wise, and that's your department right there. You like to talk warranty. This truck's got what, 7 months?
Just shy about 7 months left of the drivetrain warranty, factory warranty.
Yep.
Nice thing is, it's peace of mind when you take delivery of the vehicle. The other thing we can do, we do a lot of our customers,
Right.
is we customize extended coverage plans, warranties.
When it comes to extended coverage, nobody's got our phone number when it comes to that. I got some of the best coverage you can find. We designed the warranty. Now, we mirrored it from a factory warranty,
did.
so I don't care where you go. There's always small print with these warranties. Well, when we take control of the warranty company, and we can design the warranty, and customer service is our #1 objective, well, you're guaranteed to have a good product. Take a look at our Auto Shield warranty.
What's going on, CNY? My name is Deanna, and just like many of you watching, I love driving my car. As hard as we are on our cars, it's no surprise it can lead to something going wrong at any given moment. It's truly a race against time before your car breaks down. And when that happens, I think we can all agree, no one wants to deal with those expensive repair bills.
At Bridgeland, not only do we focus on the quality of the cars and the warranties that we offer, but we also focus on the quality of the people that are working on your cars. Courtney?
I have 17 years experience, master technician, continuously training, getting more certifications, so I can learn the new features and grow along with this industry as they continue to make modifications and add more electrical components to these vehicles.
With people like Courtney working on your car, why would you go anywhere else?
That's why I drive with Auto Shield, which is exclusive to our brands, which means you can't buy this anywhere else. That's just another reason to buy with us.
Listen. Car speaking to me.
They're talking to you?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
another one talking to you?
Oh, yeah.
This one definitely talks to you. That's all right. You can do that. Enjoy, right?
Yeah.
This car deserves some hugs. Here's a 2020 Chevy Corvette.
Convertible.
This is the real Corvette. This is the new Corvette.
First convertible I've seen.
Is it?
Yeah.
In person?
Literally.
This is a hardtop convertible. Absolutely beautiful car. And there's a saying in the car business that silver's everybody's second choice. Not in this car.
No.
This car, this silver color, absolutely, to me, just gives it that rich taste.
Blaze
Doesn't have
silver.
that older gentleman red.
Yep.
Doesn't have, not your typical blacks, your typical whites. Don't get me wrong. They're all
Nice.
Corvettes. I don't care what kind of Corvette it is. It's nice. Something to be said about the silver. The silver's rich. That interior, woo!
They call it tension twilight.
Tension twilight.
Carbon fiber accents. It's funky, high-end, exotic is the best way I can put that. That's an exotic interior.
100%. So this is the 3LT as well. Difference with your 3LT is that you're going to get a whole different interior. So you have your 1LT, your 2LT, your 3LT. So when we get to the 3LT, let me give you something for me. Knowing this, I wouldn't have anything other than the 3LT. It's got that leather upholstered doors. The dash has that leather upholstery on it. The interior, the materials that the interior is built with are different than the other trim levels. So this is going to give you just that cushy, expensive feel. This car's got it going on. It's got every options on it. It's got your heads-up display. It is an automatic transmission.
They don't make a stick anymore.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was just told that.
Really?
Yeah. They only make them in an automatic.
Really?
Yep.
That's surprising.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. So when they built this car, they came out with, this is the first, they call this their supercar.
Yep.
Okay, and essentially what they were going after were your Ferraris and your high-end exotics. And they definitely hit the mark with this. And I'm a reader.
2, 3, 4 times the cost.
Yeah, I read the Car and Drivers. I read all your publications. I can't say all of them, but I do read.
Many.
And I can't say there's very little negative from connoisseurs, enthusiasts. They just rant and rave about this car. The 6.2 liter midship engine sits right here. It gives that car a perfect center of gravity.
Yep.
Okay? It's going to treat you differently in the corners. It's going to treat you differently on the straightaways with 2.8 seconds from 0 to 60. That's going to throw your head back in the seat. So buckle in. You got the right seats too. So this 3LT is going to give you a different seat as well.
The sound of this car is amazing.
Unbelievable car. And how many miles we got on this one?
This one has 208.
Do tell.
208 miles. You want to say it? 208 miles, I tell you.
That fits the costume. 200 miles on this car. So you're going to get the balance of the factory warranty. Nobody else has been on the interior. This car has not been molested. This car is absolutely gorgeous. It's dead new. It's got no miles on it. It's got a couple hundred miles on it.
Thoroughbred right here.
Right. So if you're looking for that car, if it's me and I'm spending that kind of money on a car,
American Thoroughbred.
she's going to be in the garage. She's going to be washed before she gets put away every time.
She gonna be.
We're going to wait till late in the season when the salt's off the road. I mean, we're going to do this car right.
Come down to Bridgeland and then she gone.
Yeah. So if you're that kind of buyer, whatever you buy, you just take care of it differently than the people around you. You just have a respect for your toys that other people don't tend to have. This is the car. Buy it with 200 miles on it. It's priced the same as the ones with 5 and 6 and 7,000 miles on it. And in my book, 5, 6, 7,000 miles on a Corvette's like 20,000 miles on anything else, because you don't drive these cars year round. You drive them in the nice weather. So typically this car, when you're out buying a Vette, you want that low mileage. You want a car that somebody drove 2,000 or 3,000 miles a year. They call that pedigree. That's called pedigree in a car. You want the bloodlines to be clean at $100,000.
Oh, yeah.
You want the 3LT. You don't want the base model 1LT. You want the right interior. You gotta pick the right car if you want the resale. This is the right car. It's got the look, it's got the miles, it's got the price tag priced at $109,977. Sounds like a lot.
Or a nice easy payment of $13.39 a month. Listen, you like the one without, I'll take the one without the roof.
How much was this?
$13.39 per month.
Good plan. We'll see you at the store. Hard to find.
Tough looking.
Super tough truck. Nice new redesign. Chevrolet and GMC did get a freshening up.
They did their homework on this.
They did.
Sure.
So this, you're gonna get that real beefy front end. That's the thing with this truck that just stands right out to me. When you get behind the wheel of this, you know you're in a truck.
Yeah.
I hopped into a High Country, a Chevy, a 2022 High Country that we have that we'll show you in a minute. But I hopped into that and drove that for a few days. And you want to talk about just a massive truck. It's a truck.
I remember the first moment you got it, you're like, man, this thing's big.
It's big. It's big. And don't get me wrong, I love to drive trucks because I like the large interior. Yeah. This is Goliath right here. Yeah. So if you're looking to tow, here you go. $16,900.
Nope, pounds.
I was thinking about that, right?
Okay. Listen, I'll take it. Where's my checkbook?
16,900 pounds of towing capacity right here. And they're doing that with the 6.6 liter. So something that was brought to my attention a couple days ago, and it's a good point because I didn't register, was that GM's 6.6 liter is now your gas and your diesel. That's your liter size for both. So when we're going out pricing out a 6.6 liter.
It used to be a 6 liter.
Used to be a 6.
Yep.
So now, you always think the 6.6 is a diesel, not anymore.
Right, gotta be careful with that one.
Big time. So that 6.6 liter is gonna give you, again, that 16,900 pounds of towing capacity. And this is a beautiful truck. Now, we talk about GMC.
Yep.
Okay? Why do we have so many GMCs? Now, that's one of the benefits of pulling out of the Canadian market, is that your ratio of Chevy to GMC in Canada, GMC is where it's at. I mean, probably 80% of what's sold there is GMC, and you got the side dish being Chevy. Well, in the US, it's flip-flop.
Yeah.
So about 80% of what they sell is Chevrolet, and you got GMC as a side dish.
Yep.
Now, GMC is marketed in the US as that higher grade truck, that heavier duty version of the Chevy, and they're always worth some more money too.
Exactly.
Now, when we go into the Canadian market, we're not paying any more for those. As a matter of fact, I pay more for the Chevy than I would the GMC. So now I bring this home at a premium, I put it on my lot. most people don't even have them, let alone pricing them as aggressively as we do.
Nor pre-owned.
But that's what we do. So if you're looking for that 3/4 ton truck, here it is. You can go to the store right now. You can go to a new dealership. You can try to order one. They tell you it'd be here
3
8
months,
to 12
6
weeks.
months.
Right. Stand in line behind the countless other people that have been waiting by the phone for several months.
No, it's coming. It's coming.
You can buy, drive, enjoy, and trade it back in by the time you get your new truck anyway. So get behind the wheel of this 2021. It's got 16,000 miles on it. You're going to gain the balance of the factory warranty.
Yep.
3-year, 36,000 bumper to bumper.
Or
5-year,
5-year,
60,000 mile powertrain. So you're going to get the balance of that. How does that not make sense? Priced at $63,888.
Or $865 a month.
Or
Every time we say a payment, it's like, but that's what it is. I mean,
it is. It is. So $63,888 or $865 a month. Rent's due on the 30th. See you at the store. The big trucks don't stop here. Get close to new with either one of these GM commercial grade trucks. Don't waste your time waiting on that new order. You'll own and trade this truck before the order even comes in. We'll see you at the store.
Keep the money in the satchel.
Here we go, Jimmy.
Firefick Nugan.
Woo! I'm wooing again. I'm still wooing from those old 2 month ago commercials.
Okay. You know when you got to woo when you got something like this.
You do.
It's a beautiful MDX. Look at the color.
Hot, hot, hot. 2019 Acura, the floor's coming apart. 2019 Acura MDX. This is not your typical. This is your Apex Blue, smoked wheels, A-spec. You talk about interior, this thing's off the charts when it comes to nice.
Yep. It's got the navigation. It's got the heated steering wheel, I know because I drove it earlier.
Third
row
row
seat.
That's it.
Just the look alone.
When you look inside of this, the thing with this car is not only do you have the top, it is. You got the nice suede inserts in the seats, heated and cooled seats, and just a drop dead gorgeous interior. You got that. You got your gunmetal gray piping on the seats, and just a
I like a little gunmetal piping. Yeah,
if
gunmetal,
this
little gray piping.
beautiful. But again, Apex Blue, just off the charts. 32,000 miles is going to put this luxury in your driveway. Well, 32,000 miles wouldn't put it in your driveway. This one's got
32,000 miles. We can put it in your driveway.
We can put it in your driveway. Yeah. 32,000 miles. Now, maybe you're somebody that's got some negative equity in your trade, right? Maybe you have $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 negative equity. Well, that's what we do. We fix that problem for you.
That's what we're famous for.
We are. We take your trade, we trade it in, we put you into a vehicle. So for example, you come in here $5,000 upside down. I'm gonna look at the deal as, from a perspective of, do they trade in 2 years? Do they trade in 3 years? Based on how many miles a year you drive, a lot of other conditions.
Do the work up front.
We try to set you into a trade cycle. The trade cycle, what that is the perfect merge. When is the best time for you to trade?
Every 2 or 3 years.
Every 2 or 3 years, right?
Yep.
We have software. So
If
when
it's
you
done right. If it's done right.
That's right. We have software. So customer comes in, they buy a vehicle from us.
Yep.
In our computer. It'll keep track of current auction transactions on your vehicle. So it always knows the value of your vehicle. And it always keeps track of, month after month of what your payoff is.
Yep.
And when those two lines intersect, it alerts one of our sales reps and lets them know that, hey, Mr. Jones, might be a good time for him to trade.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
Exactly. So it gives you that perfect intersection of value,
Timing.
the whole bit. So if that's a flavor you're not going to get from other stores. But let's get back to the car, enough talking about us. Again, 2019 Apex Blue A-Spec MDX, 20-inch wheels, black, gray piping interior, third row seat. This thing is off the charts, $43,999.
Or $619 a month.
How much?
$619 a month.
And what if they put a little bit of money down? Would it get under $6,000?
Probably with a little tax and a little DMV down. I think that'll work all day long.
A little bit of cash down, get you under $600, maybe get you into those fives. Maybe you want to keep it for 3 or 4 years, and maybe we can look at a balloon. What is a balloon? A balloon is a pre-owned car lease.
Which is becoming very, very popular.
It is becoming very popular. So not to say that that's the best fit for you, but it's always worth looking at that. And that's just another avenue that we have for our customers to look at. So when they look at a vehicle like this and maybe they're too high of a payment, well, we have option B. Now we show that to you. If that doesn't work, that's fine. but at least you have options. You're able to make a decision with multiple options. You're not walking into the dealership and them saying, that's the car that works for you. And by the way, you're 24% interest and you're at $500 a month and I need $3,000 down in your most recent pay stub. Not here, guys. This is the real deal. This is not a mouse house, this is a real store.
I just got pain in my head just listening to you say that. That's a painful experience for a lot of people.
Of course, but that's
Not what they're going to get here.
But that's truth for a lot of people.
That is true.
That's
You
what
know
you
why?
get.
Because a lot of dealerships don't understand the math and the science behind creative financing and the tools that are available, or do they have the access to the lenders out there like you do?
With creative financing, for example, we can maneuver the price just a few $100s. Ultimately, it will trigger the banks to save you 2 to 3 points in interest. Throughout the course of that loan, that saves you thousands of dollars.
Not only access, but do they understand the business
Yep.
or not? So you're going to get a little bit different of a show here. You're going to get, obviously, as you can see.
What do you mean show?
Well, you're getting the show with us too, but you're getting a different level of inventory. You're getting good mileage. You're finding the right colors, the right equipment. If it's got leather, does it have a roof? If it doesn't have a roof, does the price make enough sense that I don't get the roof, but I saved a couple thousand? Everything's going to make sense here because when we buy, it's got to make sense to us. It should make sense to you. So maybe this is not the one. We have more others just like this. I got some really nice ones. Jaguar F-Pace. Well, let's just take a look right now. Take a look at a couple more options that we have. So if this is not the fit, we have more where that came from.
Here are a couple more examples of our fleet of luxury SUVs ready for delivery today. A 2017 Jaguar F-Pace or a 2018 Lexus RX 350.
Well, so between that F-Pace Jag,
One of my
Or-
favorite.
you like that
Beautiful
F-Pace, or that Lexus RX 350, they're both nice, but I think I'd still pick this one.
Yeah.
So
Listen, we can line them up side by side.
they're all nice, but
Yeah.
this is my favorite. So whether you're looking for this, maybe you're looking for something different, maybe you want a smaller car, maybe you want something under a couple $100 a month, maybe you want a large truck, maybe you want a diesel, maybe you want green eggs and ham. Come on in, we're gonna be able to get that done for you. CleanCarsCheap.com, open 7 days a week. We're credit professionals, franchise store guys without the franchise store pricing. So if you're looking for a different flavor, you wanna buy from a place that actually has a service department, that actually has the ability to service you after the sale, that actually cares about the big picture, that's not looking for the immediate profit. Yes, sir! If you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for a family, if you're looking for a dealership to call home, that you're comfortable coming back to and back to and back to, because they just do the right thing and they take care of you, this is the place. CleanCarsCheap.com or dial
315-633-7060.
See you at the store.
Yeah.
That time.
7 days a week.